Hi, it's John here from the Professional Nail School and Beauty Academy, and just going to look at these sculpts with the gel. Now, I've already put the forms on, and obviously on the course we will teach you how to do that. I've also prepped the nail surface and done all my contraindications, all those things that we have to do before we actually do the nails. So I've got here a Premier gel, and this one is just like a builder gel, but it's in a bottle. And I've got a base gel here as well, which is base 1 gel, and that's a sculpting gel as well. So I make sure that I put my primer onto the nail after I've dehydrated it, and these forms don't stick very well to this silicone hand, so I'm going to have to support it a little bit, which is a bit annoying because they keep kind of dropping off, so I'm going to do my best with it anyway. So I'm just going to get some of this gel, and I'm just going to just place it onto the nail in a thin coat. It's just a thin coat onto the natural nail, like this. Don't get it onto the skin or over the cuticle. And this will just provide me with a sticky layer to apply my gel, builder gel to. So I just want a thin coat over that to make sure that I've got a good coverage and I haven't missed any little bits out. So this will self-level as well, and now I would put it under the lamp for about 30 seconds, but I'm just going to zap it with this little light I've got here, because the forms are not sticking too well to the hand. It's just going to help me just to zap it like this. So I'm just going to do that for about 15 seconds or so on each finger. Now, when you're doing sculpts, it's best to do 2 nails at a time. That way you won't have it running all over the place. Right, so now I'm going to get my builder gel, and I've got a pink gel here, and I'm going to apply this to this first nail. You can see the forms are just moving. Pick up some gel onto your brush, and it will stick to the gel, the thin coat of gel that you put underneath, and just pull that down, more or less just working on the surface of the gel, not actually onto the pressing right down to the nail surface. You need to pick quite a big blob up, come down onto the front, and it's kind of what we call stringing. You kind of string it out, and you want to follow the shape that you want to do, and wherever gel touches it kind of sticks. And you just play with it like this. Now, it doesn't matter if it's a bit lumpy, because gel actually files really easy, so don't worry too much about it being a little bit lumpy. And the one beauty of gel, of course, is that it doesn't set like acrylic. You've got plenty of time to work it. As I said, it will self-level. Just make sure you've got enough here where it overlaps onto the front. It doesn't matter so much if it goes a little bit wider than what you wanted, because it files so easy you can actually play with it. So I'm just going to leave that for a moment. Let's go with the second one now. As I said, just wherever it touches it will stick. So it is a bit of, you kind of like have to play with it and just drag it out to the length that you want it to be. Make sure you get up to the edges like that. Now you can see on the other hand here, it has actually kind of leveled off a bit, although it's gone a bit skewy here. Just bring it round a little bit. Right, so what I'm going to do actually, I'm just going to zap these to stop them moving. If I zap that gel, it will partially set it to stop it moving around. Of course, where the join is, that's where you will need more gel. I'm going to pop this under the lamp now. So I'm going to give it about 60 seconds, maybe 90 seconds under this lamp here to make sure it gets cured. And pinch off this foam now. Take it off. Just pinch it underneath here so it comes away from the gel. Rip it off. And you probably think, oh my God, what the hell's that? Can't understand. But what I'm going to do now is just wipe away sticky residue layer with some alcohol wipe. File up the sides. Let's file off this overhang and just get my nails into the shape that I want them to be. File over the top. And as you can see, it just files really, really easy. Gosh. That's the only problem with this sand, it pops out. They pop out. It's so much easier on a real hand. Just check your lengths. And just keep filing until you perfect the surface. So I'm just going to remove the dust off these nails now. Just give them a wipe over with some alcohol. Then I'm going to get my Premier gel again. I'm just going to apply this gel over the surface. And as you can see, this is a very thick consistency, this gel. It is in fact a build gel. And you can use this gel for doing extensions on tips, because you've got the tip there to support it. It's not so good for doing sculpts. Just smooth it out. and it will self-level itself. But the other way, while you're self-leveling, a good way is to turn the hand over so that the gel can self-level without running down into the sides. And when it's leveled out, pop it into the lamp. And this time I would actually go in there for about 90 seconds. Just take that out. And for added strength, because these are quite long, I'm actually going to put another layer over. Obviously get up to the cuticle. Don't wipe the sticky layer off in between. Give it time to level out by turning the hand over. Usually about 30 seconds, and you've cut it a little bit short, as you can see. Right, so that's leveled out. So now I'm just going to pop that into the lamp again for another 90 seconds. And it helps if you've got two lamps, because while you're doing the two nails on this one hand, you'll be doing the two nails, applying the gel to the two nails on the other hand. And that way you can just alternate between the two lamps, and it makes it quite quick to do. So let's get those out the lamp. See, they're looking quite nice actually. So when they come out the lamp, don't forget they're still going to be sticky, so you need to wipe that residue layer off. Now what I'm going to do now is just file or buff over these, and then I'm going to apply a top coat. So I'm using this pink, and wherever you put it touches, it kind of like sticks, and you've got to kind of like string it out. So you're basically touching the surface of the gel, and then you're pulling it out to string it, what we call stringing. Pull it out to the length that you want it to be. Follow the lines on the form. And then what I'm going to do just zap it with my little portable UV light just to stop it running for about, what, 15-20 seconds. That'll stop it running all over the place. It only partly sets it. I need to make sure I get it across the overlap. Build it up a little bit there. Get right into the edges. Just drag it down. On the real hand you can turn the fingers quite easily just to make sure that you are in fact getting into the edges and the corners. Just actually going to zap that again. This kind of like what we call freezes the gel. It just freezes it so it can't run. My gel here. Get up to the back, but obviously don't go over the skin. Just pull the gel. Don't worry too much about the unevenness on the gel, because gel files really easy, so you're going to get all that out. It's not like doing acrylic where you want to get it as smooth as you can get it, because every time you touch the gel it just dents and moves a bit more. So I want to zap that again before it starts moving. Just going to build up the thickness now. This is where my arch is going to be, in the center here, which will give the nail the structure to give it the strength. Look at it from the side so you can see where it just needs a bit more gel. Really, you're only just working on the surface of the gel. I'm looking at it from the side. Okay, so now I'm going to pop that into the lamp for 90 seconds. Just drag the gel down. Where you want it to be. And its length. Make sure you get to the edges by stringing it. This is called stringing, where you string it like this. Follow the lines on your form. I'm gonna just zap this before stop it moving with my little portable UV light. Quite useful these are. You get them off Amazon, eBay. Just get the gel on the end of the brush, don't have it all up the brush, and just drag it backwards and forwards like this to string it down. Make sure you get to the edges. Even if you go slightly wide there, it doesn't matter. Get up to the cuticle. Don't overlap the cuticle, obviously. Just drag it down. The UV light is causing the gel to cross-link, which means then that it's sort of like partly set. Now I need to start thinking about my strength. And because I'm using a colour gel, I need to make sure I've got my colour saturation and that it is wide enough on the sides for me to file it into some shape, because you don't want to be short of the width. So you need your arch here to give you that strength, give it the actual strength is all in the arch area. It's not looking too bad now. It doesn't have to be perfect on the application because you're going to file it, and gel files really easy, so there's no worries about filing it. So I'm going to look at it from the side now, and what I'm looking for is any dips or dents, and is the shape right on the actual arch area. I think it needs a bit more here. So I'm just going to pop that into the lamp now for 90 seconds. So these are your sculpted tips, looking quite nice I think. So I'll say goodbye for now. So it's John here from the Professional Nail School and Beauty Academy. And you can see all our prices and course list on the nailschool.co.uk, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.